Hello everyone, welcome to Dynamic Study. This is quiz class number 76 on previous year question paper. Today we will start our discussion on June 2015 second paper. This is the first part of the video. So let's begin. First question. While talking about touchstone method, which English poet did Arnold disapprovingly call not one of the great classics? Touchstone method, you all know, this is a method given by Arnold. And Arnold said that to judge the quality of poetry, we always need to compare the poetry written by modern poets with that of the classical poets, because classical poets are the milestones. Their writings were the milestones, so those works were the touchstones. So we need to compare the contemporary writings or the modern writings with that of the classical writers to identify the mistakes or the faults inside them. So that is the touchstone method. So there are four options. Option 1 Chaucer, option 2 Sidney, option 3 Spenser, and option 4 John Donne. So which English poet did Arnold disapprovingly call not one of the great classics? The correct answer is option number 1, Geoffrey Chaucer. In the study of poetry, Arnold said that Chaucer lacks the seriousness of the classical writers. He actually criticizes Chaucer. Okay. Next. Samuel Pepys began his diary on option 1 New Year's Day 1660, option 2 All Saints Day 1662, option 3 Thanksgiving Day 1665, and option 4 New Year's Day 1667. You all know Samuel Pepys and John Evelyn, they are the two diarists of the 17th century. So Pepys began his diary on which day? The correct answer is option number 1, New Year's Day 1660. And the diary ends on 31st May 1669. So it was a 9 years record of events. Okay, 1669. Next. On which author has Peter Ackroyd not written a biography? Option 1 Charles Dickens, option 2 William Blake, option 3 T.S. Eliot, and option 4 W.B. Yeats. On which author has Peter Ackroyd not written a biography? The correct answer is option number 4, W.B. Yeats. Peter Ackroyd wrote biographies of some famous writers like Ezra Pound, J.M.W. Turner, he is a painter also, T.S. Eliot, Charles Dickens, William Blake, Geoffrey Chaucer, Thomas More, and William Shakespeare. But on Yeats, he has not written any biography. Okay. Next. Which group of poets are called Auden group? This is a very easy question. Option 1 Louis MacNeice, Cecil D. Lewis, Stephen Spender. Option 2 John Masefield, Edward Moore, John McCaig. Option 3 MacDermid, Hopkins, Edward Moore. And option 4 John Davies, Robert Bridges, and John Masefield. Which among the following are called Auden group? The correct option is option number 1, Louis MacNeice, Cecil D. Lewis, and Stephen Spender, and also W.H. Auden. All of them form the Auden group, and they are mockingly called as Max Pondy. Also remember that, Max Pondy. Okay, next, question number 5. When one line of poetry runs into the next line without any punctuation, it is called option 1 caesura, option 3 consonance, Option 2 consonants, option 3 hyperbole, and option 4 enjambment. What is the correct option? The correct option is enjambment, option number 4. Question number 6. Which is not a characteristic of Victorian age? Option 1, the rise of a highly competitive industrial technology. Option 2, an emphasis on strictly controlled social behavior. Option 3, a romantic focus on home and family. And option 4, the growth of rural tradition, which is not a characteristic of Victorian age. The correct option is option number 4, the growth of rural tradition. Victorian age is not associated with any rural tradition. It is an age of industrialization. Right? Next, question number 7. In The Heart of Midlothian, Walter Scott is notable for the depiction of which character? Queen Anne, Queen Victoria, Queen Caroline, Queen Elizabeth. The correct option is option number 3, Queen Caroline. The Heart of Midlothian is actually a novel by Walter Scott. It was written about the socio-political difficulties in Scotland after 1736. And this is based on the story of Isabel Walker, whose pardon for child murder is obtained by her sister Helen. So that is the basic story. The basic source of the story rather, on which The Heart of Midlothian is based. Okay, so you can read about this novel more on the internet, so please do your own reading also. Okay, it is not possible to give all the informations to you for me. You also need to do your own reading simultaneously, and that will fulfill your demand. Okay, so that will complete your process of knowledge. Okay, so next question. The Book of the Duchess is a dream poem on the death of whom? Duchess of Malfi, Duchess of Lancaster, Duchess of Scotland, Duchess of Paris. The Book of the Duchess, you all know, it is an elegy written by Geoffrey Chaucer. Okay, and it is also a dream poem. So on whose death was it written? The correct option is option number 2, Duchess of Lancaster. She is the first wife of John of Gaunt, Chaucer's patron. Blanche is the name of the Duchess. Okay. Next, question number 9. What was Charles Lamb's connection with India? Option 1, he wrote an essay on Indian jugglers and tradespeople. Option 2, he was fascinated by Buddhism. Option 3, he was a clerk for 30 years in East India Company. And option 4, he was a clerk in the South Sea House that prepared patents and documents for British trading companies in India. How is Lamb associated with India? The correct option is option number 4. He was a clerk in South Sea House. Charles Lamb has also written an essay called The South Sea House, and his experience in the job of clerkship, he has very beautifully narrated in the essay The Superannuated Man. This is a wonderful essay. I hope most of you have already read it. So that essay talks about the whole journey of his job of clerkship. Okay. Question number 10, last question of today. Find the odd one among the Marxist critics. That means among the following, which one is not a Marxist critic? Option 1, George Lukács. Option 2, Louis Althusser. Option 3, Raymond Williams. And option 4, Northrop Frye. This is a very easy question. The correct option is Northrop Frye. Northrop Frye is associated with archetypal criticism. Okay. So that is the end of today's video. Thank you very much. Keep on watching Dynamic Study. Keep on learning. We will meet very soon in our next class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.